And there we go. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Hopefully Facebook if it wants to work. Hello, people of the YouTube lands and the Facebooks. Welcome to another episode of this lovely Tactical Dads Live. And this time, in that direction, we have Nathan. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, hopefully Facebook if it wants to work. No, I don't know if Facebook wants to work, actually.
I don't know. So, if any of you are wondering, Nathan, we talk about him a lot because his name is 7 Inch. That's the infamous. So say hello, everyone.
Where's he gone?
His leg did.
He knows he's got to point the camera towards his face, right?
I won't, because you might scare everyone away.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I'm going to let you have a quick discussion amongst yourself, give you little intros and whatever, while I quickly figure out what's going on for Facebook.
Right, okay. You know, everyone knows who I am. I'm the infamous gun tech, Phil. And who else have we got tonight?
Me. As always, the handsome one.
Oh, I nearly had a shit. It's
Listen,
like
9,000.
Hang on.
9,000 views.
Hey, Lee, that's debatable, mate. Come on.
I mean, don't throw shade, me, because like it's there for everybody to see.
I think whoever's watching, we should have a vote.
A vote.
And who's the better looking out of Lee and Mr. Nathan, 7 Inch. So put your comments in on the chat, lads and boys and girls and whoever. And,
Whatever you identify as.
Well,
Afternoon, guys. See you
Yeah,
on
I'm just
Facebook,
replying.
not Facebook, YouTube.
just
chat.
replying. And it's done.
You don't need to reply, just say it. It's fine.
Oh, well, I enjoyed typing that then. So, anyway, if any of you want to know what it, I used to do videos years ago. And if you want the channel, there's like, I don't know, 15, 20. But, you know, anyway, but the main channel now, this one, TDA, Dad's Airsoft. Oh, so somebody just put Defo not Lee laugh on. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Is Nathan commenting for himself?
God.
Yes, isn't it?
No.
I think somebody's lying about his comments.
Give me my phone a second.
It weren't me that put that. You know it's going to be one of Lee's fans. It might be that guy you nearly treaded on. So that might be why. That might be why.
Who is that guy? After that one, I need to borrow some glasses.
Are you trying to say Lee's good looking?
Look at that. See? Even with a face full of sweaty rags, she still knows which side her bread's buttered on.
Yeah, but she don't know where that sweaty rag came from. Holy moly.
Wow.
Harshness begins in this lovely evening.
Yeah, definitely.
Can someone...
Okay, so we've had me, we've had Lee. There's another one that's not even spoke.
Can we
Nathan.
have someone check Facebook, please, quickly?
Lee.
I'm just having a look, mate.
Oh God, that scared me. Is Nathan going to say anything today? Or is it just
I'm
gonna
here. I can hear you. I'm talking now.
Well, no, you're talking now, but you've got to introduce yourself of the YouTube land.
Yeah, you got to introduce yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no one's seen your ugly mushroom before.
Good evening, all. I'm Nathan. I am Postman, as everybody calls me online, or
7 inch. We put that ruler away. Sorry, I'm just a douche.
Oh, sorted it. So, we are officially live on Facebook. Sorry.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
According to this, we are.
According to my laptop,
Yeah,
I was connected to it and this wasn't working properly.
Should help if I actually put this on a big screen for. Oh shit!
That between what little knob?
Bollocks!
Keep it clean.
What's that? You've got a little knob?
Yeah, she went talking to me. She's talking to the cat.
Yes, you.
Oh, what have I done here?
She's talking to the devil cat.
What's he done? What's he done? He's broke it.
No, I've moved something and it's gone to the wrong screen. Oh my god!
What happens when you got too many screens?
It's all gonna go to crap now because I'm turning on stupid amount of screens. Oh, for God's sake!
Here we go. Technical issues as usual. Welcome to the technical department of the Airsoft TDA group.
I must admit, Luke, that light behind the back of you is making your head shine like a light bulb, mate. Big time.
That's not a light. That is the big giant 65-inch TV above my head.
65 inches, you know.
5 to 6 or 6 to 5?
What was that, Lee?
5 to 6 or 6 to 5?
Well, if you add the 5 and the 6 together, then it's even better.
Jesus Christ. That makes it.
Well, Facebook says it's live. I don't know what it's doing. So
We'll find out.
Yeah,
I thought Lee was
whatever.
looking at that.
Doesn't look like it, I'm afraid.
Well, I've just been on Facebook and on the group, on the Tactical Dads page, right? And it's saying that we're live, but it's not showing it up, and it's basically giving you a YouTube link.
No, that's Lee's auto link.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That's it, it's a channel. Oh well. Try again next week.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Yeah, well. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
we're gonna-
let me turn this giant ass TV back off.
It don't matter. But like I say, we're live on YouTube, so that's the main thing.
Yeah. So, oh, there we go. It's having a heart attack because I'm turning screens off. So tonight's episode, people, is we'll be discussing what it's like to play airsoft with health conditions, and some of you may, some of the dads might want to talk about also mental health as well and how it helps and struggles. It's up to them. So yes.
Yes, we're going to touch on it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll touch on it because a lot of you people who do watch this channel are aware that, one, we are the dads. We are over 40 and some of us have quite bad health conditions, and it does it does impact, that's the word I'm looking for, our ability to play game day sometimes, as well as just general life. We're not going to bore you with too much on the life day-to-day stuff. It's mainly more to do with managing it during airsoft and the benefits airsoft and technically other activities do. So yeah, so I don't even know how to get round to starting this. We'll start off with skirmishes.
Bring it in. Both ankles first.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with the small ones. So skirmish days. Skirmish day. We'll go with skirmish, then we'll go to long game days, and then possibly milsimish. Because skirmishes are easy. They're like half an hour, 40-minute games. So that's going to be the easiest one to start off with. A majority of people will be doing them type of gameplays anyway. So, who wants to start? How they start their day when they basically go to a skirmish day.
Okay, skirmish day. I'll have a go. You know, I'm new to all this kind of YouTube live and everything like that, so why not? So, not. So, my day, I get up in the morning, I have a juice, and think about what I'm gonna do. No, I'm joking. No. So obviously, most of us get our kit ready the night before, ready to just load it up and off we go. But because I've got a little bit of sciatica in my body now, I have to do some stupid stretches. Now, no one actually knows it that I do that, but now you do, and the whole world will know now. So basically, I do some stupid stretches just to get the back of the muscles on my legs stretched a little bit, because obviously, if any of them has got sciatica, you know what it's like. It can be a little bit more crippling than anything really, because it just shoots big pain down your back of your legs and stuff, and the bottom of your back feels like it's going to fall out. So I do that. Obviously, I've got other issues which I'll cover because it's part of life. So that's what I really do to start off my skirmish day. Once I've stretched out and stuff and took some medication, off a pop, and away we go. But like I said, we'll touch on the health afterwards. So once everyone's had a go, we'll talk about what health conditions we've got this year, and I think we'll touch on some mental health issues. So over to whoever.
I'm probably the easiest, to be fair.
Because you've got no wrong with you.
Nah. Yeah, no, there's plenty wrong with me, mate. We'll come to that in the mental health section. But, no, generally for game days, for me, like, and it is getting better now. Like, I've always had issues like my ankles and my knees. They obviously don't get better with age, although your looks do. So pretty much, like, I do spend most of my game days like with knee supports on, just so I don't have to worry about like muscles pinging, twanging, and everything else. But especially recently, like I've been doing a little bit more cardio in my free time, which is helping me kind of step away from relying on the supports to get me through a game day.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally that is it, Phil. I'm sorry, I've not got a list.
Unlike some.
Actually, no, tell a lie. I was thinking, because you've got bad knees, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you still count.
Oh, thanks. Cheers, mate.
And something worse eventually, like you say, Lee. It doesn't get any better with age, without actually going down the route of wanting to actually physically fix it. But that's
but but Phil, even then getting it fixed and everything else, that's not a permanent solution.
That's true.
Because I mean, my dad's just had both of his knees done after playing semi-pro football and working things out, but they only last 25 years.
Mm.
And that's the problem. So they're only a temporary fix. That's it.
Yeah.
They are only a temporary fix. And even then, you're not going to be the bionic man. You're going to be able to run a marathon with prosthetic knees, because you're not going to be able to. It's impossible. They are basically they're an aid in order to help you function better. That's it. They're not a permanent solution. So,
that might be true.
But I suppose on the back of that, like, part of my left one is worse than my right one. So when I was a kid, I dislocated my left knee, and on the back of that injury, I actually cracked the rear of the kneecap. There's a hairline crack in the back that if I don't put the right amount of effort and time into keeping the leg muscle working, it just wears away at it and can make it absolutely excruciatingly painful. I've popped both ankles at some point, doing something stupid, sometimes playing airsoft. So if I'm on my feet for too long, it can be my feet literally bruise by just standing around, just doing nothing.
Well, at least you didn't hurt yourself like Solomon did. At least you didn't break your ankle.
No, this is true. I have only sprained, and I've only ever sprained. I don't think I've twisted. That is generally me. Like muscle sprains, I was in a car accident, so my shoulder can play up sometimes. I tend to then carry everything on my left-hand side rather than my right-hand side, because if I carry too much for too long, it's just sore. But yeah, that's me, and the desperate need to not shit in a portaloo is just again, that probably falls into the mental health slot, because it's just a thing. I've seen some of these bogs.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to stop. I figured it out. Sorry, we are live on Facebook. It turned out you have to press go live on Facebook. That's not my fault. That's why I use software. The software is meant to control it all, but for some reason it doesn't on Facebook. So, hello, Facebook people. Welcome. You haven't missed much.
The phrase goes, you should have gone to Specsavers.
Sorry, carry on.
But yeah, I think we all suffer with physical ailments. Like I say, I mean, Phil's got his physical problems. Lee's got his. Luke's got his, and like I say, I've got mine. And like I say, I'm the same as Lee. My knees are, well, I'm 40 years old, and I've got the knees of a 60-year-old at the moment. But that's just my job. Like I say, I'm in the construction trade, so it is part and parcel of my job. So, but yeah, most game days, by the end of it, unless you wear a decent pair of boots, most game days for me, it's my ankles that used to hurt a lot.
I'm seeing a trend. I'm seeing a trend
Playing
with
with
ankles.
Lego isn't construction.
What?
Playing with Lego isn't construction.
At least I'm not sat behind a desk like somebody. I actually graft, unlike some. But no, I mean, like I say, it's most game days for me. Like I say, I'll get my stuff sorted. Well, the last time I went anyway, I got my stuff sorted the night before, and it's a case of just chucking it in the van in the morning, right, meeting up with the lads. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is making sure you've got suitable footwear, right, wearing adequate boots that protect your ankles. That's a must, especially if you're in woodland, because if you slip on a tree stump, things like that, and you roll your ankle, you twist your ankle, it bloody hurts. And it does hurt. Like I say, we've all done it, right? And I'm sure we'll end up doing it again, regardless of anything. So, but yeah, the main thing was adequate footwear. Don't go there wearing a pair of trainers or something like that. Go there wearing a decent pair of boots. If you're not going to go in camouflage and wear proper army style boots, then a decent pair of work boots might be good. Timberlands, especially the high support ones, they're pretty decent. They support your ankles. So, but that is the biggest problem that we as airsofters we have to deal with.
I'll butt in there. A lot of people, they prefer to wear trainers because they think they can run, maneuver a bit better. But especially if you're in woodland sites, it's so uneven and unstable.
Yeah, exactly.
The boots are going to be pretty much second on your list after eye protection.
Somebody's going to slip in the finger thermometer. I want my whitest Converse on, right? Just cause.
So
when he's hiding behind a tree, you can only see his feet.
Not when it's snowing, bitch.
So again, I'm going to point out, if you take medication for anything, even I take mine, but I always take ibuprofen and paracetamol just in case. You don't know if you're going to get a headache. You don't know if you're going to hurt yourself or spraying something. And again, the paracetamol and the ibuprofen is going to help, anti-inflammatory and all that rubbish. So I always take them with me, and I know other people that take similar. If I'm going to point out you do have regular medication, I would highly suggest definitely taking it. I take mine and I have it in a separate compartment. If you've got life-threatening medication, you should have that on you at all times in a dedicated pouch, just in case. I'm not saying anything will happen, but you never know. It's
just precautionary, isn't it? It's, like I say, you don't know what's going to happen. So to have the ability to be able to react to whatever situation it is. If you do take life-threatening medication, and like I say, that's why in most of the briefings they always say if you do take medication, if you need an inhaler and everything else and things like, or if you're diabetic and you need an EpiPen or whatever it is, or if you're allergic to something, they always say have it in a certain pocket so that they know exactly where to look rather than searching 10, 15 different pockets, because most of us, we will wear combat trousers and combat jackets and everything else, especially in the winter if it's cold. Most combat jackets, especially army ones, have 10, 12 different pockets, inside pockets, outside pockets. So if that's why they always say pick one specific pocket to house your medication, so that any marshal or any player knows where it is, and it's easy access. So,
to be honest, if you have it in either a different coloured pouch, or my personal thing I like to do is actually have it in a medi pouch. So it's like a first aid pouch. So basically, it's there, and then if anything happens, that would be my go-to to look in. Or you just tell them it's in the medi pouch. Blah 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 blah. So I'm going to touch on medication because Mr. Phil is now on my team with some of the medication I take. Some of it can be quite strong, and you need to know how to definitely not manage it. I'm going to say, because you should be knowing to manage your own medication, but when to take it, because if you take it too late, it's not going to do anything. If you take it too early, it's not going to do anything. Also, obviously, don't overdose on taking too much, because if you hurt yourself, you need to know that I've already took something, whatever it is. We'll say medication A. Can you take medication B or C after if you've hurt yourself? So
that's correct.
You need to see what's compatible without you going too over. So
yeah, I mean, I'll touch on some medication. Some of the meds I've got are actually designed to keep my heart in check. They are, so it don't beat too fast, or hopefully not go too low, because just recently it has been hitting.
Hang on, Phil, you've got a heart?
That's why I walk around with a limp. Because it's 7 inches, mate. No, I'm on something called bisoprol. It's a bit of a mouthful to pronounce, and basically it helps my heart. It does. And my other medications that I do take on everyday occurrence, which stops me from, well, it helps prevent me having a stroke, because I've got something called atrial fibrillation. And basically, I've got so the apixaban stop, what helps prevent me going and having a stroke and stuff. Then I have which helps my stomach with the apixaban, because long-term use. So, and I've got a few variety of heavier painkillers that help me when I'm in a certain amount of pain, because gallstones. So I have an operation to have bladder removed, and that has caused me to lose 6 stone. It has. So it's been a challenge, painful, but the bigger picture that I'm looking at is to an operation, and I've lost a ton of weight because of it. So that's what the bigger picture is for me. I mean, it does hurt, it does, and when I eat, I can't eat normally. I can't. So I'm restricted of what I can eat. Can't drink fizzy drinks or anything. So it just sucks in its way of what it is, but in the longer run, it's going to be better for me. Once I've got it out, and I'm going to be a lot better. I am. So I can crack up. Am I droning on?
No, sorry to interrupt, mate. You know when you get them out, Nathan says, can you borrow them?
Which ones?
The gallstones.
You want to play marbles? Does he want to play marbles with them?
So I'm going to touch on that basically with the fact of, again, skirmish days. It's a perfect opportunity for anyone with health conditions, that the skirmish days, you can do what you need to do. You play a game, you have a rest. Skip a game.
Yeah.
You don't need to play every single game. because we don't
No.
play every single game. We play the first one. Some of us might play the second one, but that guarantee the third one, most of us are at, and we're just chilling.
Yeah.
And then the fourth game, so forth. And then we as a group normally have a longer than normal dinner, just because I have a long to
We're
eat.
old.
I'm a pig, and obviously video situations and all that lot, charging stuff. So we normally take a longer dinner. So we normally miss the game before dinner. Then we have our dinner then, and then when everyone's having dinner, we're faffing around doing what we need to do to get ready for the evening, the afternoon games. And we do the same. We do one, skip one, do one.
Yeah.
I'll go, I suppose, next. Some of you know, some of you don't. I did a video a while ago. So I've got bad ankles. I've got arthritis in both my ankles. Had them I was diagnosed when I was 20. I don't take medication for them, but they do play up. It's just one of them. Once they go, they go.
Oh, that affects your ankles, though, Luke, or is it all the time?
To be honest, it's not cold. No, my problem with my ankles is lack of muscle in my ankles. Damage.
That's because you're mountain biking, wasn't it?
Yeah, mountain biking. And damages over the years.
Because of all the attachments on his rifle.
They were.
Because of all the attachments on your rifle.
Yeah. So that's another one I'm going to touch on as well.
Especially
Weight.
bloody Ronin, Jesus, man.
Yeah. Weight plays a massive part in your loadout. Yes, my Ronin is ridiculously heavy. So I keep the rest of my loadout as light as possible. I take literally what I need to. But again,
Yeah, but the problem is
like
your
that.
Ronin weighs an absolute ton. Then you decide to add the same amount of weight on top of it in accessories and everything else.
You need it. But the thing is, I've had arthritis for 20 years. I know how to manage it up to a certain extent. But then when we went to NAF, myself and Lee, come 3 o'clock, I was done. I couldn't take another step. My ankles were killing me. So I stopped off. I was done. And Lee carried on for the rest of about an hour or so, wasn't it? Minus my ankles, yes. I have to be careful where I'm treading sometimes on especially woodland grounds because my ankle slips in a weird angle. It hurts, but it can hurt me more because of the arthritis. So medication doesn't seem to touch it, so this is why I don't take it. Also, the medication they used to give me used to make me so drowsy it was unreal. After that, I have the problem with my spine. I've got 5 problems with my spine in different parts or lower back. So again, keep stuff as light as possible. I have quite a bit of medication for my back, and I do take them to Airsoft because if I didn't take them, I won't be able to play. I don't take them when I drive. I literally take them as soon as I land on the site. I take the medication because I can't drive on them. I'm not a zombie, but borderline. I know how to manage it to an extent. If the pain starts playing up, I will take another course of tablets. But I normally change them basically because if I take them the same ones, they can drone on too long, and come the evening, I'm as a complete zombie, and I hate it. So, but again, it's just how I manage it, and it kind of works for me until I find something better. But until then, yeah. But like I said, the same situation. Play a skirmish day, have a break, rest my back, rest my feet, sit down, stand up, because everything's uncomfortable. Basically, spasms. So I have to build up to the long game days, and it's more excitement than anything else. I think it's more adrenaline what gets me through that. But come halfway through the day, say dinner time, I'm sore, I'm hurting. So this is where the second course of tablets kicks in. But yeah.
Thing is, with long game days, we have to prepare big time. Because like I say, the long game days and everything else, it's not just your rifle, it's not just your vest and everything else. Because you're on long game days, you have to carry additional BBs and everything else.
It's not even that. It's more the prep, because we do prep the day before. Because especially if we're doing a long game day, we'll do an extra prep because we know we're going to be doing these long game days. We know we need to take extra stuff out with us. I personally, and Phil, and my Phil, we have extra gear, so we know what to take. It's like different plates to go on our different plate packs to go on our plate carriers. Basically, if we're doing a long game day, we've got rucksacks. If we're not doing a long game, we're doing skirmishers, we've got pouches, what can go on there, and then we've got some other stuff and camo packs and all that lot. So we can improvise, we can take them with them, so we can improvise what needs to be, but otherwise we'll set the day before, right, we're doing this type of game, we're going to take this gear and possibly this stuff, so if it changes we can switch out. And that's what I did when we went with Lee to NAF. We took pretty much a lot of our gear, near enough all of it, and we were switching stuff around to make it work.
Yeah, the thing with long game days is like it is a long game day. Like you have the flexibility to go back and forth, but when you're dealing with knee issues, ankle issues, you want to be out on the field, you want to be enjoying the game. So like Luke's obviously got the bladder. You'll have seen this in the video many times. This is a 2.5 litre bottle. Like when that's full, it's not light. You're adding 2.5 litres to an already fully packed vest. You've got your weapons, you've got all your mags, you've got your speed loaders, the bigger speed loaders with all the BBs in and everything. And it does start to tot up, and then before you know it, the weather can and cannot be on side sometimes. And you have to take all these things into account. I suppose when it comes to planning the iconic bottle, that is right, Dan. When it comes to planning a game day, you've got to plan it around you, because at the end of the day, like, we do this to enjoy it. We don't do it for any other reason. Like, all right, I've got my underlying reasons. Like, I like doing it because it is an opportunity to get out, and it is a healthy hobby, right? We're running around in the outside, getting some exercise. But there's still enjoyment for me there, and I suppose the top tip for anybody is know your limit and plan your day around your limit. If you want to do half days, there are sites out there. They are quite happy. You get reduced. You can pay a reduced amount just to do a half day.
Yeah.
Like Luke said, like, you don't have
that.
to go out all the time.
Yeah, exactly that. Again, do half days. If you can't pay half days, it feels a bit shitty when you have to leave, even though you've paid for a full day. But don't push yourself. But then you're going to have fun. Go have fun. The health benefits is the second thought. You don't need to think about it, but you can think about it that, I'm getting some exercise, I'm doing this. And it doesn't matter, you don't have to run around, you can walk. Me and Phil walk half the time. We don't run, unless I'm feeling really, really randy.
Every time I run, I don't even call it a run, it's more of a forced shuffle from tree to tree. We're about 2 feet apart.
But then, this is where game styles help.
For long game days.
This is where kit helps for anyone interested. If you've got the ability to have multiple loadouts, it's brilliant because it gives you options. So you can start the day fast, full blown, go LMG or AR-15 or AK and just spray and pray and go absolutely mad, run around like a headless chicken. Fine, but then come a couple of games in on the afternoons, you might want to slow down, relax, get a sniper or an LMG, stay back, DMR. It gives you that opportunity to change your game. So, for instance, myself, I have all three, so I can have that option to pick. Do I want to hold back and do a bit of support with the LMG, or do I want to run around, go full blown in forward with the AR-15? But I do have a sniper, which I've not actually used, but I can have that role as well, because if I want to lay down. So having multiple loadouts, I'm saying loadouts, loosely loadouts, is a brilliant option if you can afford it. And the thing is, like we spoke about last week, you don't have to fork out an absolute butt ton of money on these replicas, because if you're close quarters, you don't need nothing powerful for that. You really don't. Run around with a pistol like Daniel does. 2 pistols, one in each hand.
That guy's crazy.
Yeah.
In the wood.
But touching on that, I mean, like, say, long game days, like, say, for instance, me and Phil, we run HPA. So on the long game days, as well as having, say, a bladder, and everything else for our water, things like a constant supply of water, we've also got to carry air tanks, right? But not only that as well, not only just one air tank, right? Depending on how long the game day is, one air tank may not be enough, right? We may have to have a spare air tank with us and everything else. So it's we haven't just got the weight of our kit and everything else. We have to take into consideration that if we are having a long game day and we do run out of air, then we need a spare an air tank, right? And then also ammunition. So it's yeah, I mean,
But we touched on this again last week. We do the buddy system. Nathan hasn't been part of the buddy system because he's not played for a while. But we do the buddy system. So again, we share the load. So
yeah,
we've not all carrying thingy because obviously some of us are HPA, some of us are not. Some of us need an extra ton of BBs on us and the rest of us don't. So we can share the load between us. Who hasn't got much, who wants to carry it, and so forth. And then if it gets too much, we switch. So if you've got a group of friends you can go with, that's fantastic. Or the trick I used to do is I used to take a small bag, say small bag, be about this big, and it was what I called my ammo pack. And in there was gas, BB, speed loader. And I would leave that at respawn. And with Airsoft, you don't have to worry, well, the sites we've been to anyway, you don't have to worry about people nicking your shit. Yeah. We've heard different things, but where we've been, it's been fine. But I used to leave it at respawn. And then basically, once respawn came, if I'm running low, I could quickly get gas, BBs, and I can go back out. And then once, you just have to remember, once the game finishes, to go back to respawn to pick your stuff up. I made that mistake. I was at the mall and left my bag, and it was at the top of the stupid field. Oh my god, what a trip that was. But
Well, touching on ammo situation, feel on game days, it depends because most of us run EPM1 mags. Now they're a mid-cab or 250 round, and I carry 6. I do, most of the times, but depending on what gameplay we're doing. So if I'm doing a longer skirmish or something, 6, I will, which is a good amount of BBs. And if I'm DMRing, obviously the rule is some sites are a 1 second trigger, some sites are 2 second.
Some sites are also 1 BB in the air at one time.
Reset. Yeah.
So yeah,
So,
you can, if you've got the ability to take multiple magazines, then there is that option. Because it's like, for instance, we rarely, minus Nathan, we rarely run out of BBs in our mags. Nathan was terrible. Nathan was just like full auto everywhere. He needs an LMG, a HPA LMG. That's what Nathan needs.
Yeah, but right, right, hang on a minute, because most sites, I very, very, very rarely used to use full auto, because a lot of the sites that we go to don't allow it and everything else.
No,
and
he still takes like 10 mags out with him, like 2,000 BBs, and still runs out. And we've all used 2 mags.
I used to take 6 out of that.
Everybody else is like, we've only just put them in.
But no, right, touching on that as well, right? There's the reason I've not been airsofting for a while, and I haven't been. It's been probably close to about 18 months since I last went airsofting. But it's the touching on the mental health side of it.
Right, okay. Wait. I'm going to stop you there. So, before we go to the mental health side, is there anything else you want to say about the physical side? Anyone?
I think
run while you
can. Look, I'm not going to lie. I am 42 years old, and I probably don't spend. I do now. I have recently. I probably don't spend as much time active as I should do. I mean, I do the odd walk. Like, we do a lot of National Trust with the kids and stuff. But the world tells me that because of my weight, size, height, and all the shit that they do with it, that I'm on the obese scale. Weight is. Do you know what weight is the thing? Weight is the thing. Fuck off! I don't care. Right? I'm a dad.
You know what? I'm going to stop you again. That is brilliant. That's the mentality you need. If you're happy with yourself, fuck it. Who gives a shit? As long as you're happy with yourself, who gives a shit? Plain and simple.
Exactly. So I have, I would say, like the Mark II dad bod. It's the one that is slowly starting to turn into a god bod. Just because of time of year. Yeah, the dad bod will come back out in about 3 months' time. But it does. You know what? It can make a game day difficult because If
Yeah.
you I do get quite warm because there is quite a lot of insulation, and as you've seen on some of the previous shorts, that warmth does pretty much melt out of me on a day.
Hey, I was
There
sweating
are
that
other
day.
dads here that-
I'm not saying anything. I was sweating, and I don't sweat. It was warm.
I was sweating and I wasn't even playing, just looking at.
Yeah, same.
Mr. Good
But yeah,
looking.
weight. Do you know what? Weight is a factor. Weight is a factor, and I do always factor it in. And again, it goes back to like the fluid side of things and just making sure that you've got to keep yourself well hydrated because
Yeah,
you don't
definitely.
hydrate. You literally, and especially for us, like we go out in a group and we obviously look out for each other. Kick them if they moan, they're still alive. Move on. We've got an app that we can find them later on. But like, there's nothing worse than seeing somebody like struggling because they're not hydrating properly. And I suppose that's the only other point is think about yourself, think about your own like physical health. Don't push yourself to a point where not only are you going to ruin it for yourself, you're going to ruin it for somebody else. Yeah? But make people aware. That is the biggest one. Like, I'm very much happy and aware. Like, we've had it before in the past. Phil, I'm sure you won't mind me calling that. 'Cause, we went to Vision 22 that one time.
Oh, that was the first time first time this year that I got back into airsoft, weren't it? After.
Yeah. Phil was having. Well, I grabbed his kit. Like, I've got no issues with that. But sometimes pride will take over because we are men and we were brought up in a world where men don't need any help. But like, we're also a squad, and yeah, we will leave a man behind. As
You
long as
forgot
still
the other
breathing.
part. We are also big man babies.
I'm a man baby.
Man babies or man babies, because my boobies aren't as big as they used to be.
3.0 comes along.
Depends what angle I sit on. See, look, it's there now.
But
God, I
again,
thought-
if you have a squad and you are part of a team, we'll say, if you're open enough, if you're close to them, but even so, if you're open enough with them and tell them about your your what's the word I'm looking for?
Your issues, your problems.
Yeah, we'll go with them. Or difficulties that you have. That's the word I'm looking for. Again,
Your ailments.
yeah, it will help. People will look at. They will also ask you if you're feeling all right, if you're still good to carry on, and so forth. Because obviously we've got also Solomon in the group, and a lot of you are aware he had heart surgery, and he busted his ankle. So again, it's one of them. We keep an eye on him. We make sure he's all good. If he says he's good, fine. But you also look at his face. You fine? He's like, I'm fine. It's like, you fucking lying bastard. See it. Go sit down. Chill out. Don't play this game. So, yeah.
Look, the thing, right? The thing is that we understand. We've known each other for quite a long time now. I mean, like I say, I've known Luke since I was in primary school. I've known Lee since I was in my teens, and I've known Phil probably 15 years now, something like that.
Too long.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, look, like I say, we've all known each other for a long time. Some of us have known each other for a lot longer than everything else. So we know when something's wrong, right? We know when there's an issue, whether it's physically, mentally. We know when something's wrong. So having the support there to help you physically, help you mentally, right? It works.
Yeah,
right?
it does.
But like I say,
and no one's saying that you have to tell everyone and spill your entire life story, because obviously people have got private things they don't want people to know. And no one's saying you need to tell them everything. So, no, you need to tell them what is needed for the day.
With us, at least we know. At least with us, if we know that if there is something wrong, we know that we can. If anyone was to ask us a question, we would answer them. Right? We wouldn't go into detail about it because it's like what Luke says. Sometimes you want to keep certain things to yourself because it's too emotional.
Yeah.
Right, and everything else. Like I say, that's where the mental side of it helps and everything else. But
yeah,
like I say, it's sometimes the physical things can also manifest itself into mental. Like say, I mean, with Phil, for instance, like say with these physical ailments and things like that, with what's happened to him and things like that, I'm sure it's also caused mental problems as well and things like that, because it's been getting him down, getting him frustrated. Like I say, the same thing with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
He's trying to say you crazy, Phil.
You're crazy, boy.
I'm not trying to say he's crazy at all.
No comment.
But no,
Okay.
look, I mean, it's the mental side of it is it's a bitch.
Yeah, so we
it
can go on to the mental health now if you want to. That's absolutely fine. We've done the physical side.
the mental side of it is an absolute bitch. It can be horrible sometimes. I mean, I've suffered for for over 8 years with anxiety and depression, and I've suffered with it quite bad. But the airsoft helped a lot because, like I say, it gave me a way of releasing, of not having to think about it, to actually enjoy myself. But
Yeah, so it takes your mind off it, and they say I'm a big advocate of basically hobbies will take your mind off anything what's making you feel depressed or lonely or whatever. But can that hobby last as long as you need it to? There's that aspect as well. So you can do art, you can do whatever
that's the
else.
thing.
Airsoft is an all-day thing, so it's a huge distraction because it's an entire day of distraction. So it really does help.
The thing is, it's not just playing airsoft. You can go onto YouTube, look at stuff like that, which will help you, like distract you.
Yeah,
it will.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if you see us out in the field sometime, and you're feeling a bit crappy because you've had a bad day at airsoft, if you're on your own or something there, come over and talk to us. You know what I mean? I mean, okay, we're strangers, but at the end of the day, situation with our own problem, and we can relate.
We're humans.
Yeah,
exactly. We are humans. So
as long as you're on the same team,
we're
it's
humans
fine.
and we understand emotions.
But even whatever, you know what I mean? Just come and say hello to.
Yeah, there's no problem with coming over and saying hi and all that lot. But again, if you're at the same site, if you're at the same site as us, and you're on our team, for instance, whatever team that may be, the blue team, and you're by yourself, or you've, like what happened with a few times actually with us, where people have lost their party, and like, yeah, come join us. We'll welcome you. We'll shout you. Come join us. You're walking around on your one. Come on, we'll get you back to your team in the end.
Join us. You're going to get in on the video action as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're getting on the video action, we're not paying you for it.
No, we will send the bill.
But no, I mean, look, you what, mate?
We will send the bill afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, look, I mean, a lot of people do it for the sheer enjoyment of it, right? Airsofting. But then there is other people. There is people out there that do it for other reasons, for mental health reasons, because it's a way of escaping from the laborious side of actual normal life, right? If they're going airsoft and everything else, they can have a release and everything else. And it is, I mean, mental health. It's out there. It's in every aspect of people's lives, right? Whether it's something, whether you're suffering because of financial side of it and everything else, or for any other reason, right? And it's mental health is no joke. No. It is no joke, and having people there to talk to, who will listen, right? Who won't belittle you, right? For and everything else, because the thing with men as well is, men are meant to be strong. You're meant to be fucking. You're not allowed to show emotions, right? And that's it's the biggest stigmatism, right? People say that men have to be the strong people. Men have to be the strong people, the breadwinners. They have to be the person that somebody can go to in the family, right? And everything else. They're meant to be the brave one and everything else. But deep down, we're just because we're men doesn't mean we don't have emotions. Doesn't mean we don't suffer.
No,
right?
Because
the
a
problem
lot of
is
men
that
will
we're made to feel that we should suffer in silence.
Yeah, and that's it. See, the stigmatism is that men just don't say no. they bottle it up, and it's true.
Exactly.
It's true. A lot of men, they won't go to the doctors. They won't say that they're depressed or they're feeling anxious or they've got a problem somewhere, especially if it's in a private region. They won't, and this is where the problems escalate. And it's again the same thing with mental health. Fuck it, I'll just get over it. Don't worry. I've personally not had mental health issues, but I have to deal with my kids and the situation they've had with mental health problems between the older ones and the depression that are all my children, not all of them, 3 of them suffered due to their mother, who is no longer in their life. So I had to go through all of that. So myself personally, no, I'm a bit loony. I'm too happy for my own good. I just get stressed. It's more a frustrating stress. It's nothing to do with this. It's just great. So but no, I understand it entirely, and like listening to my kids, and as well as some of you lot, some of the dads when they've told me some of their stuff that they go through. No, I fully understand it, and again, I'm there for them. I'm there for my kids. It's as a man, but as also as a father. It's how can I explain it? It's my duty of care, we'll say. But for me, it just rubs off. So I'm actually very good at listening to other people when they want to talk. Basically, we'll say. So, yeah.
Like I say, I sometimes feel that I'm actually, obviously the dads all know. I mean, I've got 2 daughters, and I sometimes feel that I've not been the dad I've not been the dad I deserve, and I've not been the dad I should be. But with my eldest daughter, it's a different story. Like I say, the biggest thing with my eldest daughter is I've been separated out of her life by a mum. So I've not been able to have the relationship that I wanted with my eldest daughter that I'd love to. With my youngest daughter, I have had that relationship. But the reason, the difference is that my youngest daughter, I'm the only parent she's got because her mum passed away. So it's a different scenario. But like I say, a lot of the time I feel that I've not always been the dad that they deserve, and I try to do my best, but sometimes I feel that my best isn't good enough, and that's the mental health side of it. Is that's what causes it. That's why it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm on medication for my mental health. I mean, I'm on trazodone at night time to help me sleep, and I'm on sertraline during the daytime to keep me in check. But it's every day is a struggle as a man, as a father, just in general, just as a person. And I feel that sometimes that I could be doing better, but unfortunately, it's just that's how things are. So, but like I say, I've talked to the dads on many occasions about situations and things like that, and they've always listened. They've always tried to give me advice, but actually, the one thing that they've always said, right, and is that unless they've been in the situation that I've been in, they can't fully understand how I feel, right? But they listen, right? They give me feedback and everything else, and having people there to talk to is the biggest thing for a man, right? That's what we need. We need men we need other men out there that are willing to sit there and listen, right? And not be judgmental. Because if you try and talk to a woman and tell her about your problems, they're going to look at you and go, "Oh, you're just being stupid. You're being soft.
Yeah.
Grow up, will you? Man up, will you?" And all this lot. And that really does piss me off.
So I'll bring this back to the airsoft life. So again, with this group, because I'm not going to say we. No, that's the wrong word. I'm not going to say that. Because we're in close quarters with each other, and we're again all day with each other, sweating and crying and whatever else because our team's won or not won, you get a bond basically. And again, this is where it helps. If you want to talk to someone or whatever, you can fall back on them friends you make through playing airsoft. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the strange thing is that we all came together. Like I say, I mean, before Lee, Luke, and Phil didn't know each other, right? A few years ago, and everything else. It was only because I used to go airsofting, and I met Phil. Luke started up airsofting, so I started it back up again, and I used to go airsofting with Lee, and then we all sort of made a huge conglomerate of us all starting to go airsofting, and that's where the Tactical Dads was formed, right? Because of us all getting together, doing something we enjoyed doing, right? And it was a case of, well, if we're all doing it, why don't we all do it as a group?
Yeah.
And that's how Tactical Dads came about, and it's been fantastic. Like I say, a lot of the game days. I mean, some of our first game days were absolutely fantastic, right? The camaraderie, the laughter, the joking aside, taking the piss out of each other, but it was in a comical way. And honestly, the game days were fantastic. Yes, you deal with people who are idiots, who cheat, who don't take the hits and everything, and it does piss you off. But it's a game at the end of the day, right? And you get people out there that do take it seriously, right? That spend tens of thousands of pounds on the latest Gucci gear because they think, oh yeah, I want to. But for us, yes, we have spent a fair bit of money on airsofting kit. I mean, I know Luke has, and I know flipping Phil has.
Leo's.
Not me.
No. But like I say, but the thing is, for a lot of us, it is we do it for fun. We don't do it to make money. We don't do it for any other reason. We do it for fun, right? And the fact is, we like to we like to record it because we like to show people how much fun we're having doing it, right? And that's how it is. That's how it should be.
I'll be honest, right? Like, I'm just gonna put it out there. Like, getting back into airsoft probably saved me because at the time when you invited me back in, like my mental health was rock bottom. I'd pretty much spent most of my life like being the go-to guy, being the guy that was always the giggles and everything else. And then we moved, and pretty much like because of moving and everything that was going off, like I pretty much isolated myself. And I just got myself into such a dark, horrible place.
Yeah.
And I will absolutely 100% say that the airsoft and the tactical dad side of things has definitely made a massive difference because I don't feel, I've said it to my wife so many times, and this isn't me like bagging off on old friends at all. Like a weekend would be going out, getting shit-faced, spending a fuck ton of money that you probably don't have.
Exactly.
For a giggle, whereas it's such a refreshing change now to be able to just go out and once a month spend a little bit of money to have some fun, have a laugh, forget what's going off around us. Because I mean, I like Luke, I've got 3 kids. Luke's got more. Just call that out. I live in a high pressure I work in a high pressure job. Yes, I work behind a desk, Nathan, but I manage a team of 9 people, and every half an hour it's a different.
You had to get that one in there, didn't you?
Yeah, I fucking did. But like, I manage a team of people. Every half an hour is completely different. Like, we can go from half an hour of being quiet to burst mains, everything pissing water everywhere, and people just screaming, wanting to know what's going off. So for me, airsoft was the opportunity to just be able to go, fuck that noise off, turn it all off. And in that process, I've found, you know, like people like me, like, you know, at the end of the day, we're just dads fucking about, refusing to grow old, refusing to grow up. The banter is rife. Nobody's. Do you know what? Like, I might look different. I might look a lot like I'm a lot more good looking than most, but I don't hold that against the rest of them. It's not their fault.
One little thing tonight.
You know, man.
I don't judge them for that fact, right? You know, you've always got to have the ugly duckling, right, Nathan? But bottom line is,
stop making me laugh. I need a pee, but someone's in the bathroom.
That's another thing. That is like toilet stops is an issue. But no, like on a serious note, like mental health in a man can be your worst enemy, because you are
Yeah.
your worst enemy, because you feel like you're trapped and you can't talk to nobody, and it's not fucking true. Like,
This up here, this space here, this headspace is a man's worst enemy. It is a
Get
man's
some
worst
friends.
enemy.
Mine's
Yeah,
empty.
just
All right.
sort it out.
Tell you what, Lee, I was thinking about this the other day. Somebody asked me how long I'd been airsofting for, and I was thinking about this the other day. The very first time we all went, me, you, Bumhole, and all that lot, Colin Woods running around shooting each other. Fucking,
I'm sure that's where I did my ankle as well the first time.
I think you might have been, yeah. Colin Woods, right? We was camping out in Colin Woods. This was the very first time we'd ever all properly done airsofting. And you had a Dragunov SVD sniper rifle,
Yes.
yeah. And I had an SRC AK-74U in bright orange, right? Who else was there? It was me, you,
There's
Christian,
loads of them.
Damon, and I think was it Bumhole as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were literally, honestly, because I was the first one out of us all to actually have an electric airsoft rifle, right? And honestly, we had an absolute whale of a time. It was fucking brilliant, right? And that's where it all started for me, right? And then from then on, it just literally it went stupid, because then that's because I was living back in St Anne's then, and it literally it escalated big time. I mean, I was buying different airsoft guns left, right, and centre, and this was back when you could actually buy.
Don't make out like that's changed. Like, pretty much, you change your rifles like I changed my underwear.
What? So you change your rifles every 3 years then?
Yeah, mate.
It turns them inside out.
But yeah, honestly, mate, I'd say some of the. But yeah, I mean, that's where it stemmed from for me. I mean, like I said, when after that night when we all went airsofting, Lee, I mean, that's when it sort of took hold, and I just went on a massive spending spree over like 18 months, and I was buying airsoft rifles left, right, and centre. And it got expensive because I didn't just have like 2 or 3. I had like high 20s. I had like 26, 27 different guns. Purely because I just wanted as many as I could. So, but no, but like I mean, honestly, from then on, it's been a massive part of me for probably close to 15 years now, if not more. And you know what? I've loved every minute of going airsofting, and I cannot wait to get back into it. I really can't. As I said, at the moment, I've got physical things that I need to sort out. I've got mental things that I need to sort out. And once they're rectified, or once they're controlled, then I'll be back on it. So it's I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing all you ugly dads as well. So because it's been a while since we've all been in the same room.
Phil, do you want to say anything?
Yes, I mean uglies, including you as well, Lee.
Shut the fuck up and let Phil speak, will you? Jesus.
So on the mental health side of stuff, like I said, we've all got our own problems and stuff, and what? People in the background. So anyway, we've all got our own problems and stuff, down to how we deal with it and who we talk to deal with it. You know what I mean? I'm lucky enough, I've got some close friends and talk to them when I want to, and you know, I'm not going to be judged or anything like that. So you know, that's a good thing. But you know, just don't bottle it up, because I did that for years. And when you do decide to blow it up, you will lose your shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's not a nice thing to do. And it's a really bad place to be in. But you know, speak to your friends. Things can be embarrassing and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, speak to someone. You know, you don't have to be friends. You know, you can go get. There will be a stranger and they're trained, but you might be comfortable with one of your close friends, or you know, family member or something like that. You know, so the best thing to do is don't talk about it, and you feel a big relief. It's like a weight lifted off your shoulder. So, you know, or even us, you know, if you're at that, come and talk to us, regardless. I mean, if you've got a problem and you're thinking, you know what, I watched that, they know what they're on about, they seem all right. Come and speak to me. I don't mind. Cheer you up. I'm the funny fat guy with Tourette's. And ask these guys, I'll make them laugh with most of the stuff.
Trust me, the amount of times we've been on game days and literally Phil's Tourette's just started kicking in. We've been sat there pissing ourselves laughing some of the stuff he comes out with. But the thing is that it's brilliant.
It is absolutely brilliant, and one of the biggest things for me with my Tourette's is at the minute you can't see it, but if you do, about 5-10 minutes ago, that's my motor tics, and then it will follow up with speech. But what I find is, when they see this, and I get, it's not very often now, and they look at me as, you know, why are you saying what you're saying, you know? And I've been in a shop before, and I was saying some unsavory words, and there was a woman with a child, and the little kid had his hands over it. Luckily enough, stood. So, but that's one of my biggest problems that I have, which contributes. So, but yeah, let's pass it over to someone else.
I'm going to ask a question quickly. You lot, are you having issues hearing Phil?
Yeah. He keeps dropping out a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought it was just me.
No.
I just like watching.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It may be. Yeah, it's like you talk for a couple of seconds, it drops and then comes back. I think it was because you were trying to connect your headset.
Well, that was ages ago.
No, no, it's been doing it the whole time.
I mean, I was enjoying it. It was like listening to the Scat Man all over again. I'm the Scat Man. You know what? Phil, like, just touching on your Tourette's, like, I think the first time we met was when we went to I want to say Stormforce, the one with the massive hills.
Yeah, Stormforce.
Stormforce.
And
it's now 6 mil airsoft, isn't it?
I don't care what it's called. But anyway.
Well, you need to, because we're going back next month, hopefully.
The memorable moment for me was when we were stood trying to listen to the safety brief, and I'd got my sniper, and halfway through this safety brief, which wasn't very good because nobody could hear him, all I heard was Phil go, and I have never felt so embarrassed to carry a sniper rifle in my entire life. But it's just magical, mate. I wouldn't have you any other way.
You know, I'm going to mention that as well. The first time I heard it, we was at we was at the farm in Leicestershire.
Oh, the pig farm.
Yeah, the pig farm.
Oh yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Phil's already told me he's got Tourette's and whatever else. So I've not heard it before. Supposedly it happened, but I didn't actually hear it. I don't know what planet I was on. But yeah, and we was having the briefing and it kicked in. I was like, what was that? And it was like, Nathan's on the floor. I was like, okay, wasn't expecting that, but okay, here we go.
It happens.
It happens.
It's a conversation.
I'm going to say we get used to it, but he says things which are
very random,
intimate sometimes.
Yeah.
That's a polite way of putting it, mate. Yeah,
it's very intimate.
It gets really personal as well. You know, when I start attacking you with it, you know. But it is what it is. The best one I think I've ever come out with.
I'm going to stop you again. Sorry. So it's happened. Phil has apologised to people and to the marshals when it's happened, and they've all turned around and said, "It's fine. Don't apologise." They've all said the same.
That's just a natural reaction. That is. Yeah. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the best. I've got a bomb.
Sorry, say that again.
Yes.
So I the best phrase that I come out with. Can you?
Oh.
I remember that one.
That was the best phrase. I've got a, and that was the funniest thing I think I've ever, to be honest. And you can imagine when I'm going around, like in town or something like that, and yeah, that could
Yeah,
be
I must
very,
admit that
very-
I've heard you say that one before, and I was crying. I was after that.
Can you imagine that through an airport? Jesus Christ! I won't make it past Terminal 1.
Noted. If we ever do airsoft abroad, I'm getting a different flight to Phil.
That's all right, because when he gets to the other end, and it goes somewhere else.
Right, listen, Dad. I'm gonna call it a night because I have not had anything to eat yet.
Hold on, we got a Dalek. Exterminate.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh,
Someone's internet's a bit pants. Oh, everyone's doing it. Am I doing it? Do I sound like a Dalek?
No.
yeah.
No,
Exterminate. Kill Mr. 7-inch. Exterminate.
But no, honestly, lads, right? It's been an absolute pleasure, right? YouTube, take it easy. All right, boys. I shall see you again soon. All right,
Cheetos.
love you all.
Bye-bye.
No problem. See you later,
See you
Nathan.
later. Bye, mate.
But yeah, so we'll start cutting off soon. But you got anything else you would like to add?
Not at the minute, no, because I think... it's just the whatever we're doing, because I don't know, everyone sounds like a bloody darling.
Yeah, okay. So I think Mr. Phil's having internet problems. So
So my phone's fine, and I've got full signal on my laptop, and I can connect to the internet fine, so I what the issue is.
right.
So it's something along the lines.
But Lee, you got anything
So-
else to add to this episode that we've been doing?
No, I'm
No,
good for now.
I think-
So I think we're all good then.
So thank you everyone who's commented and watched the video. I hope you kind of enjoyed and got some useful and helpful information from this episode. Otherwise, that is us for the night, and we shall hopefully see you again next week. So until
Yes,
then, I'm Luke,
hopefully.
Phil, Lee. Say goodbye.
Cheers. Have
Bye.
a good night, guys and girls. See you later. Bye.